Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another Starcraft 2 broadcast. My name is Anaris, and today we're going to be watching two players fight on Lost Temple, 1 versus 1. In the 3 o'clock position, we have what I believe to be translated as PaulaAnnRomo, or PaulaAnnRomo. We have the red Protoss as PTJSnackSeller. So we have a snack seller, maybe rivaling fruit dealer or fruit seller. We'll have to keep an eye on him for some good snacks. Now, this translation is actually thanks to my friends on Facebook, so definitely thank you for helping me out on that. If you haven't already checked out my Facebook, you should definitely go give it a shot. There's a lot of cool people on there. You can actually find the link down in the video description box. Let's see, do I have any interesting stuff for the week? It's Monday, so let's see what I have lined up here. My cool little paper of awesomeness. Okay, so all I've really got so far is I have found over the weekend a game from the Asian server that is over an hour long. That's right, it is over an hour long. I haven't watched it myself yet, but it's on Metalopolis, and it's apparently very, 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 very epic. I mean, we're talking just like massively awesome. And that's not me saying that, that's somebody else said that. So what I want to know from you guys is, do you want to watch a game that's over an hour long if the person that posted it said it was a very epic game? Do you think that would be something that I should cast? I'm only asking that because, like I said, a cast that's over an hour long is, well, frankly, you know, it's a lot of talking. So I don't want to do it if everybody's just going to be like, oh god, 20 minutes into this, I hate my life. So let me know in the comment section below, would you like to see longer games cast to my channel? You know, for that one, I'm not going to lie, I would probably going to have to break it up into multiple parts. I know some of you are going to be upset about that, but frankly, you know, when you've got like the settings that I render on when you create a video that's like 15 minutes long, it's almost a gig. So I don't want to be sitting here all day uploading something into the night and then have it cancel out at like 95%. So that's just something that I want to hear you guys, you know, your input on. Let me know in the comment section below. That's pretty much all I've got for this week. Let's actually tune into the game now that both players have started getting their structures down. Now, Terran actually got kind of lucky here. Most of the time when players scout, like the Protoss did, he scouted way down here to the closest position to his base, which is right there. Terran, however, sent his SCV right on up to the 12 o'clock position, found the Protoss right off the bat. So he's able to adjust his build order a lot earlier than the Protoss will be able to, as, yeah, you can see how there's actually 2 Marines already out here, and I don't even think the Protoss was able to get in here. No, he was not. 2 Marines right there blocked that off. So we have a command center going down here. Protoss has no idea what's going on whatsoever. Finally got rid of that SCV, so that is a good thing. He'll be able to continue with his build without being scouted out. He's going to have to get out a ranged unit here, but look at that. He's chrono boosted when he's supply blocked. That is a big no-no, ladies and gentlemen. You never want to do that. Always look before you chrono boost. That should be on a poster with a little guy with a stop sign. Stop. Chrono time. Alright, so we've got maybe an expansion coming down here in just a minute. Probably a good idea to throw that down. Got to match up with the Terran. You can see his command center is already about 75% complete. Going with a 3 barracks build. We'll keep an eye on if he gets reactor or tech labs on these other 2. He's getting reactor on the first one, which IMO is a very good thing to do. He's running on 1 gas right now. Whoa, camera flip. Running on 1 gas right now. So, you know, trying to get out, you know, give a whole bunch of marauders, get some upgrades at the very beginning. Probably not the best idea. He is, however, getting the 2 tech labs on these barracks. Now that he's built up his gas a little bit, I think it's something he can really afford to do. So while this guy is contemplating life, we see that he currently has 2 gateways, maybe going with a 2-gate robo build, maybe getting to something a little bit later. Of course, with the expansion being thrown down, he could always switch into whatever he darn well pleases. I don't think we're going to see an attack from the Terran player in the next few minutes, as you just got the bunker right here. You've still got to get this mineral line saturated. You know, he doesn't want to waste this command center advantage really early in the game by just going on and throwing all his money into a attack. So there's 1 comsat. Terran is keeping an eye on what's going on. Fortunately, this gateway is right up here in the very top of the base. Robotics facility has been dropped as well, again out of the visual range of the comsat. Terran is throwing down his bunkers. I like the positioning here. Like I said, he knows he knows where his opponent is. So you see both players are actually kind of positioning units and structures on a little bit of a border here. So we can probably expect to see this shroud uncovered, and maybe a couple units patrolling back and forth. As I would expect to see a lot of fights taking place right through here. Terran is still looking pretty good. See, he's got 2 mules dropped down here at the natural expansion, thrown down a missile turret as well. This is mainly for observers for now. Obviously, we're it can help against Phoenix harassment in the mineral line. Don't think we're going to see that really at this point in the game, though. He's only got 2 geysers capped, and like I said, he's running on the 3 gate. He is currently boosting those out, trying to get that timer reset as quickly as possible. Terran continuing to work off of the 3 barracks, finally capping his 2nd refinery. Like I said, he didn't really need that 2nd refinery for a while there. He could have just, pumped out the Marines, spent down the minerals that he needed in the early game to get into the engineering bay, to get the command center, make sure you can get this mineral line going with some SCVs, get the bunker, and all that stuff. Pretty mineral heavy, don't really need a lot of gas for that. Now that the expansion's sitting pretty good, you can probably expect to see him maybe cap a 3rd one here. Yeah, it looks like he is doing exactly that. Read my mind. As there goes the mules, 2 of them dead right there. Probably expect to see 1 more going very soon. So there's the observer, going to get his initial scouting information. Now, up until this point, he doesn't know what the Terran player is doing. So he's been kind of playing blind here. Colossus, generally a good bet, and you can see that is actually going to pay off for him as the observer flies right into the line of fire of the Marines. See, turret coming into play right there. Good thing he's got a supply depot. This will actually give him a little bit of vision up here that he would not otherwise have. Kaboom, baby! Couple pylons going down as well. So, like I said, both players are just kind of in a build-up phase at this point. Not really expecting a lot of confrontation. We got a Stargate going down. We also got a Forge, another observer on the way. There's some more of those infantry upgrades. You've got the concussive shells. Now this is interesting. The Infernal Pre-Igniter is going to be coming down the line here. And Terran is supply blocked as well. Let's actually look and see what the Protoss is at right now. You can see it's about even, 73 to 74. So this delayed expansion really hasn't hurt a whole lot. You see the Protoss, he's sitting pretty good with his tech. He's getting that extra range for the Colossus upgrade. Observer's just kind of going back and forth here, keeping an eye on the backside of the Terran base. Stalker getting out just in time to avoid the wrath of the mini infantry. Not able to handle it. Working on the gas as well. Definitely going to want to get that gas up ASAP in order to support all these gateways and pretty much any Colossi he wants to get, any sort of fast tech switches that he wants to do. Might even see about securing another expansion here as we go past the 11-minute mark. Observers are still scouting out. Terran player taking out the high yield expansion. If he decides to dump some money in this, I think it'll be kind of interesting. I'd say right now he's still pretty safe. You see the army size, like I said earlier, it's about even. So he would be able to hold this expansion, and it's not looking like the Protoss is really going to want to be attacking anytime soon. He is getting that Colossus out, so he is moving out. We'll have to wait and see how many he actually decides to bring with him. If they even engaged at all. The Terran player, like I said, he might just decide to fall back. Still has kind of a nice defensive line here. This bunker is still pretty valuable. Loading that down with a couple Marauders as we see here. Looks like he's going to be looking to get some Hellions actually out into the field. That'll be great in dealing with the light units, both the Zealots, and also if you can position them correctly, the Sentries. Although that's a little bit harder to do because those Sentries are right next to the Stalkers, and it's just kind of hard to line up a shot like that. Terran holding onto the Zelnaga Watchtower. Protoss actually kind of retreating back just a little bit, hanging out in this defensive position. This is nice because the Colossi, if attacked, the Colossi can come right up here and be perfectly safe from harm. Unless, of course, the Terran scans like that, but that's okay. A couple of Phoenixes have popped out here. May see a little bit of aerial harassment, maybe in the mineral line, although there's only 2 of them. The 3rd one is on the way, as well as 2 more gateways. Weapons 1 looks like it's going to be just about complete for both players, actually. Infantry for the Terran, ground for the Protoss, as both players are continuing to build up, getting those Hellions out. You can see he's actually got a bunch of them queued up as well. Probably see an attack coming here in the near future because he's probably going to want to keep the Protoss at bay while he works on getting this expansion fully saturated. We'll have to keep an eye on that, though, as there goes a couple SCVs right there. And so far, actually, I'm kind of surprised. At this point in the game, it's been pretty uneventful. We finally have some economic harassment coming in the mineral line. There goes one SCV right there. Phoenixes are out for blood tonight. There we go. Nice pickups right there. See how that hurt? You can see it's 49 to 47. Dropping the worker count just a little bit. Balancing it out. This expansion is looking pretty good, although he's got to get that SCV working again, buddy. You do not want to be sitting around there. We are not paying you to sit and eat your sandwich. No. Bad. Still pretty good with the barracks. Got 5 of them right now. Also got the starport with the reactor, so he'll be able to get out plenty more medevacs. Right now, just working with 4. As we look at the army size, you can see it's about even mineral-wise and about even also in terms of supply. Definitely a lot more gas invested into this army. Right there, there's a good chunk of it. There's a good chunk of it, and of course the Stalkers as well, costing 50 gas each. Plus you got another Colossus coming down the line here. When these armies engage, I'll tell you what, this is really looking to be on the side of the Protoss. I will say, especially once that Zealot leg upgrade completes. I couldn't think for a second there. Upgrade completes. That'll be really super helpful. Terran is finally looking to move out here. Protoss does know what's going on. Actually looking to pull back here for just a second. Maybe engage over on the left side of the map there. Hellions heading way ahead of their Marine and Marauder counterparts. Protoss looking to make a move, may decide to actually defend this expansion. It's looking pretty good, got a lot of money invested into it, definitely do not want to lose that. He definitely has enough for force fields as well. Let's see what's going to happen here. Colossi are taking free shots at the Hellions. Oh, great! Force fields landing, separated the Terran army. Look at that, quite a few of those units are not able to shoot. The rest of them are just running right in the little choke points for the Colossi to finish them off. Looks like all but the Colossi have actually survived here, but really that's all you need at this point. Great position on that pylon, able to get those Zealot reinforcements in here in the middle, and the Protoss has won the first battle of the game here on Lost Temple. May look to make a move on the high yield expansion, although I don't think that's going to work out too well. What Terran has right now, you can see he's working on 2 Hellions, 4 Vikings, also getting that armor upgrade, but more importantly, the Planetary Fortress is here. Obviously, he's not going to want to send those Zealots in to attack that, and I don't think he's going to be able to burn it down with those 3 Colossi in time before the Terran player can really react. So probably going to see him just kick back a little bit here, you know, enjoy the peaceful time, get another expansion up, definitely a good thing to have there. Going to maybe do a little bit more scouting with the Phoenixes, possibly through the back entrance, may decide to try some economic harassment, although that is obviously not going to work well, as he goes barely by the turret, so that was very close indeed. See that Weapons 2 is on the way for the Protoss player, also a Templar Archives expansion, about 50% complete. Terran's throwing down a factory. Oh, looks like we got the Phoenixes trying to come in there. Not really going to be able to do a whole lot, however, as, oh man, you shouldn't have done that. He tried. He definitely tried. I don't think those Phoenixes were expecting this many Vikings to come out here and join the party. 12 Vikings are forced to be reckoned with. Indeed, definitely a good counter for the Colossi. You can see who number in 5 now. Let's look at the worker count right now. These expansions have gone up. You can see 64 to 57 in favor of the Protoss. Definitely helping out with the Chrono Boost there. Still using that. And look what we have coming out here. Justice is on the way. We have a Protoss mothership. Be a great addition to